Sandra, thank you so much for joining with us this morning. It's hugely appreciated, and we are really looking forward to hearing what you have to say. So we are thinking again this week about the Beatitudes, and this particular Sunday we are thinking about blessed are the merciful. And
Yeah.
therefore, based on that idea of mercy, prompts me to ask you a question, which can you think of an instance in your lifetime where you have either been the beneficiary or the giver of mercy or love in action or something like that?
Right. Well, let me tell you about something that happened just a few days ago, actually. Colin and I were out and we came across this young woman who was begging in our local village centre. A young woman, I would say, in her early 20s, who looked absolutely miserable. So we stopped and spoke to her for a few minutes. We asked where she came from, how she was, why she was there, etc., etc. Didn't get much back from her at all. So we gave her some money and then we walked on. But neither of us could get her out of our minds that day. The next day we went back and I kept thinking to myself, you know, at my age, would I have coped with that? How would I have dealt with being in that situation? It was just horrible. And I wouldn't have been able to deal with it. I wouldn't have coped with it at all. I know that. So that young girl must have been feeling dreadful. Anyway, we went back that next day and gave her some help in a practical way with some things we had bought for her, things that we thought that she would need to keep her warm, etc., etc. But that was all I could do for her. But I felt that, I suppose that was mercy in a way, showing love and kindness to that young girl. But I also prayed that night so earnestly that the Lord would show her mercy and getting her out of that situation. And so we just had to leave it there.
It's a powerful story, Sandra. And it brings to mind the verse in the Bible where Jesus says that the least you do for one of these, you're doing it for you. Yeah. It's love in action indeed. That's a wonderful little illustration.
Very sad, but
it is sad, but I do pray that your intervention will have really sparked something in her mind that recognises the kindness and the love that she was shown. Thank you for that. Yeah, difficult in these days. It's so difficult.
Yeah,
so
very.
So many sad stories in and around. So moving on in our thoughts then just a little, and maybe it's a similar or a slight variation on a theme. Can you recall a particular event or an occasion that for you personally was a mercy, in so much that it perhaps provided relief from maybe something unpleasant that was going to happen in life?
Well, yes, I do believe that this has happened to me, in as much as my sister, my eldest sister, had very bad vascular dementia. She couldn't speak, she didn't know us, she couldn't walk, she had a miserable existence. And although she got help in the care home where she was, she led an utterly horrible existence, as I said. And I do believe that we were all shocked and saddened by her passing, but I do believe that the Lord had shown mercy on her and had taken her away from that existence that she had, because in that way he showed his mercy to her and took her to be with him.
Yeah, I firmly believe that is an entirely a strong belief that I've seen it so many times as well, where people are spared in that way.
Yeah.
Lord takes them in his time.
Exactly.
It turns out that it's the right time for so many ways for everybody involved.
Yes, yeah.
Sandra, these are lovely stories, and I thank you for sharing them with us this morning. It's a pity that time dictates that these are but brief, visits to the theme, and as part of the overall picture of our meeting this morning. They are hugely relevant, and they are a blessing indeed to those of us who are listening. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for taking the time.
You're welcome.
To prepare, and we pray God's blessing on you and on Colin as well as you go about your daily walk. And I mean that in the literal sense and in the figurative sense too, as in your walking about the town when you're getting your exercise, that you are still able to share and show the love of God and your faith in action in that way.
Yeah.
So God bless you both, and
thank you
to yourself for sharing this morning.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.